Hi everybody, it's the Gregarious Giggler here, coming to you from my freezing apartment back in Italy. And today, I'm going to talk to you about men.
They buy you dinner, open your door. Other than that, what are they good for, men?
This holiday season, let's talk about why feminists are all hypocrites, why they suck, and what they are continuing to do to ruin our culture. In a recent article written by the Girl Scouts of America, they offer some free advice to parents. Don't force your daughter to show any physical affection to their relatives if she doesn't want to. The article suggests that hugging is too affectionate, and forcing your daughter to hug her uncle or aunt might get her to thinking later in life that she'll have to show other types of affection toward people for things like buying her dinner. No, I'm not joking. That's actually how the article reads. But let's take a step back for a minute and examine that little gem of information that they have so conveniently left for me. So as most of you know by now, my blog series entitled Why You Don't Have a Girlfriend and Why as a Result I Don't Have a Boyfriend, which you can find at thegregariousgiggler.blogspot.com, is all about my arduous and interesting project I set out upon for 1 year, wherein I went out with 100 men here in Italy. We always had either drinks and or dinner, and 97% of the time the man paid. That was intentional. I am the girl. He should pay. Now, something very interesting happened while I was on these dates with the men. I started to feel obligated to them in some way, and I didn't like that feeling. I tried examining within myself where that sensation was coming from. Was it me? Did I really think I owed him sex? Or at the very least a kiss for buying me dinner? Or was it that I had been made to believe this myth that if I don't give a certain amount of affection, it's as though I were using him for a free drink or dinner? I believe that it's societal. Take, for example, an old friend of mine. Many years ago, she told me this story about how she went out on a date with a well-to-do lawyer, and he took her to this fancy seafood restaurant. She ordered the lobster.
Guys, please. I'm just gonna have dinner with him, okay?
Okay, just because he buys you dinner does not mean you owe him anything.
I know.
Okay, then get the lobster.
At the end of the date, they went back to his car, and, well, you know. At the time, I was very naive and innocent, and I told my friend, no, I don't know. What did you do? She explained that she had provided him with a sexual favor, even though she didn't really find him all that attractive. I was absolutely bewildered and grossed out. Why? Why, I asked. Why would you perform the act of fellatio on someone that you don't even find attractive? That seems odd. Her response was one of incredulity. How could I ask such a thing? Didn't I know? Well, because, Lisa, he bought me an expensive dinner. I had to repay him. Oh, so that's what our bodies are worth now, a $50 dinner. We're essentially prostitutes, able to be purchased with the currency of food. Just hit our price and you've got yourself some special dessert coming your way after the meal. But I digress. The point is that when I was out with these 100 men, I still found myself thinking that I was indebted to these men in the form of any kind of affection. It actually happened one night in particular where I went out with this guy who I didn't even really find all that attractive, and by the end of the date become annoying to me in some way. But because drinks had turned into dinner, and since the dinner was costly, I was sort of warring within myself whether or not I should kiss him, because I expected that he anticipated at least a kiss. I didn't really want to kiss him, but then it just happened when he lay one on me. Now, if I were a good liberal and a feminist, I would be able to claim sexual harassment because I didn't want him to kiss me. But I'm neither a liberal nor am I a feminist, so I'm going to be a good, honest woman here and say that if I had been attracted to him, I would have wanted him to do exactly what he did because I would have been attracted to him. See, the problem with feminists in general is that they only get upset and claim sexual harassment when they don't like the guy doing it. If it's a guy that they like, they're happy with him grabbing them by the hair, grabbing them by the back of the neck, pulling them in and kissing them hard. But if it's somebody that they don't like, of course, it's automatically sexual harassment. Why do I bring all this up? I'm bringing all this up for a specific reason. Feminists are the ones who for years have said their body, their choice, they're able to do whatever they want. If they want to have sex with somebody on the first date, that's their prerogative. And they're right. If that's what they want to do with their body, it is their prerogative. But what you can't do is turn around decades later and say, don't give physical affection, because if you do, then the girl might think later on in life, if a guy buys her dinner, she's obligated to put out, essentially. If girls are under the impression that they should put out to begin with, because that's what you do when a guy takes you out to dinner, then they're kind of going against what they've been saying all these years. Girls are being taught at every age today that men are evil because they have penises.
When you're choosing Michigan's next Attorney General, ask yourself this: who can you trust most not to show you their penis in a professional setting? Is it the candidate who doesn't have a penis? I'd say so.
And little girls are made to believe that they should be wary of all men, even their uncle who gives them a gift on Christmas Day. What kind of a message is that sending to young girls? That when they grow up they should be suspicious of every man's intentions when he does something kind for them? That all men are out to rape or molest you because you're a woman and they're a man? Sure, there are uncles who molest their nieces. That's bad. There are bosses who sexually harass their employees. That's bad. There are guys who take you out to dinner and expect sex. That's bad. But if you're a mature person and have been raised by good parents, then you should know that just because a guy takes you out to dinner and wants to have sex with you doesn't mean that you have to have sex with him. If you're a mature and well put together human being as an adult, then you should know that if your boss is sexually harassing you at work, there are steps to fix that problem. The first one that comes to mind is quit. Or you go to HR and report the guy. Or if that doesn't work, you go above the boss and go over his head and report him to his superior. And if they fire you because of that, sue! I know, it's a hassle and it sucks and it shouldn't happen and blah, 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 life isn't fair. Just another reason women should not be in the workforce. Oh my God, she said that. The fact that this article even exists suggests to me that there are oodles of parents out there who rely on outside sources to help parent their kids instead of doing it themselves, which is what they should be doing. Oh, the Girl Scouts of America said this? Well, then I guess we should be following that rule to the T. We're creating more and more women to feel superior to men. More and more women who are fragile and weak instead of being feminine and independent. In society is telling women that they need to be more like men. And at the same time to hate men, which in turn makes them hate themselves, feel lost in society, and not know where their place is. Their place is in the kitchen. I'm just kidding. Everybody knows a woman's place is in the kitchen and the bedroom. In short, this holiday season, hug everyone that you see. And if a guy grabs you on the butt like Al Franken, just slap him on the face and tell him not to do it again. Because that's what a mature woman would do. And we're not little girls. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to click like on this video below. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. And make sure to subscribe, like, and follow and share my blog series, Why You Don't Have a Girlfriend and Why, as a Result, I Don't Have a Boyfriend, which you can find at thegregoriousgiggler.blogspot.com. I'm on my way out to dinner right now. And not alone. But we all know I don't have to repay him in any way. Thanks, everybody, and have a great day. Ciao!
What are you saying, Douglas? I'm not allowed to have a night out with my friends? You know what? You're right. You can do whatever you want. As long as I'll be seeing you later upstairs. I don't think I like your tone. All I'm saying is I think I've been treating you pretty well, and so I want you upstairs. Wait a minute. Is this what all this is about? The fancy dinners, the rides in the country? Was that all just to get me to sleep with you?
Oh, boy.
Oh, don't act surprised. You knew what you were getting into. What? You ordered a $50 lobster. What, you didn't think I was going to come knocking? That's the way it works, sweetheart.